Ahoy and welcome to Prague, a city that thrives on its magical royal history. One royal, however, particularly left his mark on the city. That is Saint Wenceslas. Wenceslas ruled over the spired, beautiful skyline in the 900s as Duke of Bohemia. Finding evidence of his influence on Prague can be found throughout the city and in only 36 hours. After checking into your hotel, it's time to begin the Saint Wenceslas royal journey to the largest castle complex in the world, Prague Castle. Here, you'll find St. Vitus Cathedral, home to St. Wenceslas's chapel. After an extensive tour of the castle, you may be a little hungry and thirsty. After walking along the old castle stairs, you'll stumble across the Villa Richter restaurant, home of St. Wenceslas's vineyard. The vineyard traces back to the 10th century when Wenceslas cared for what was called the Lord's Vineyard. After some Czech food and wine, it's time to cross into Old Town the way coronated kings did it. Charles Bridge was constructed after St. Wenceslas's death, but there are multiple statues of him on the bridge in order to bring luck to the city. The saint is depicted in two different statues, one of him as a child with his grandmother and one as an adult.
Yes, there is some part of our history, or part of Czech Republic.
After that scenic walk across Charles Bridge, you're not too far from Wenceslas's most famous location. The patron of the Czech lands watches over his citizens in his most noteworthy form in the center of the square. Legend has it that when the city of Prague is in great danger, St. Wenceslas's statue will come to life and defend the city in its time of need.
Wenceslas still has magical powers here in the Czech Republic.
After the square, the next stop is the heart of Prague, Old Town Square. Here, you'll find historic Gothic buildings as well as the house of St. Wenceslas. The current owner of the building, Radovan Bima, says the building continues to represent St. Wenceslas's historic past. And the night in luxury, where the saint statue is a tad different, but you can still have a pivot and see shows and art galleries. Before you leave Prague, make your last meal a traditional Czech brunch at St. Wenceslas's Cafe. And then it's time to head out or stay here forever.